When I was a teenager, I went to see Dracula with Bela Lugosi. And at that time, even as a teenager, the thought occurred to me, if one vampire is scary, what if the whole world were full of vampires? It took me at least 10 years before I put that into action. When I was in the Army, in the infantry, during basic training, I would go down to the latrine at night while other soldiers were sleeping, and I would sit there reading Dracula. Why, I don't know. I was pretty tired. I should have gone to sleep. But instead, I went down there, I was reading Dracula, which I enjoyed at the time, never knowing I was going to write a book about vampires, and certainly it would be derived from the idea that I had when I first saw Bela Lugosi. And the book did not come out, I think, until 1953. And I'm certainly honored and delighted that you have chosen I Am Legend as the vampire novel of the century, which is a rather dubious but interesting distinction about a novel. And I thank all of you for attending this convention, and I thank all of you for voting for my book in the position that you have placed it. Thank you very much.
There it is. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Well, that was pretty freaking cool. We're down to 2. Presenting the award for superior achievement in a first novel, please welcome 2 previous winners in this category for Black and Orange and Dawn Song, Benjamin Kane Etheridge and Michael Morano.
So, with regard to superior achievement in the first novel,
Yes.
we have a selection of interesting premises.
Yes, we do. An alternate history where the ancient Egyptian gods are real.
A mysterious bluesman's dark music broadcast by a phantom radio station.
A luxurious island that hides a terrible secret.
A laughing sickness causing worldwide slaughter.
And a university connected to all things occult and supernatural.
Shall we get right to it?
Sure.
All right. For superior achievement in a first novel, we have Isis Unbound by Allison Bird.
Southern Gods by John Horner Jacobs.
The Lamplighters by Fraser Lee.
The Panama Laugh by Thomas Roche.
That Which Should Not Be by Brett J. Talley. I'm going to open it, but I'll let Ben read it.
Oh. And the Stoker goes to Isis Unbound. Allison Bird.
I beg your indulgence this evening. I'm glad I'm before a room full of authors who can visualize, because obviously I'm not Allison Bird. For those of you who do not know Allison Bird, she's a delightful young woman who, if you'll pardon an attempt at a 1960s television horror mixed metaphor, is far more like Marilyn Munster than the Uncle Fester you have before you right now. But if you can visualize a nice Marilyn, quote, "If my editor Norm Rubinstein is reading this out, then I will be so happy and yet so disappointed I cannot be here in person. It is indeed a prestigious honor from the Horror Writers Association. I've really tried to get over from New Zealand, but it wasn't to be this time. However, I'll be watching the Netlink, be celebrating back in New Zealand, and can only thank all who've read Isis Unbound and voted for it. I really appreciate the help of the Horror Writers Association and the President Rocky Wood, all of whom promote new and established writers with enthusiasm. And special thanks go to the founders, Joe R. and Karen Lansdale, and Robert McCammon, who you are honoring this year. Hope to see you all in New Orleans next year. Thank you.
All right, before we get to our final category of the night, a lot of people worked really hard to create this event, and I would like to cheer for 3 of them with the biggest ulcers. So let's give a round of applause for Lisa Morton. Rocky Wood. Charlie Harmon and the whole World Horror Convention Committee. And also for the creepy eye candy Castle of Chaos. And now presenting the award for superior achievement in a novel. Please welcome 2 previous World Horror Convention Grand Master Award recipients and one of tonight's Lifetime Achievement Award winners, Robert McCammon and Joe Lansdale.
You know, I thought I was really getting excited, but it's hot in here, isn't it? Yeah. Rick and I decided to not follow in the footsteps of some of the other presenters and forego any short penis jokes. And just move straight into the business here. I don't really need these, but I like to wear them. And it just makes me look sophisticated. I'm lying. Superior Achievement in a Novel, A Matrix of Angels by Christopher Conlon. Cosmic Forces by Greg Lamberson. Floating Staircase by Ronald Malfi. Flesh Eaters by Joe McKinney. Not Fade Away by Gene O'Neill. And The German by Lee Thomas. And the winner is...
I'm so glad I get to say this. Flesh Eaters by Joe McKinney.
Thanks. Holy cow. I can't believe those 2 guys just handed me this. That's amazing. Wow. Wow. Oh, God. Wow, thank you. Wow. Gosh, this always looks so easy when other people are doing it. Well, I guess first of all, I need to thank my editor at Kensington, Gary Goldstein, who insisted that I do this book now and not the one I wanted to do. And the HWA, thank you, you guys, all of you. I really appreciate this. This means a lot. Putting me in the company of so many great authors, I'm stunned. But most of all, I guess, everyone always says that writing is such a lonely profession, and for me, it hasn't been at all. I have some very special people in my life to thank, people who have kept me afloat through a lot of this. First of all, my parents, they're just wonderful. My writing buddies in Draft House and in Candlelight, and my two wonderful daughters, Elena and Brenna, light of my life, and to the most important person in my life, my wife Tina, who is there for everything. I couldn't have done it without you, Tina. I love you. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
And that's it. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. We'll see you in 2013 New Orleans.
Would like to add there is a post-Stoker party downstairs, and also can we have all the winners wait up here for press photos? Thank you.